Yep. Yep. Live at Martin Ice Arena, the Maroon and Gold game. Central Michigan is back on the ice as the puck goes in behind the net. Taken there in the near corner. And moved up the ice. That's Romine who dumped it into the far corner. Taken there by Rizzo. Rizzo back around behind the net for the goal team. And taken there. Now behind the net, Rizzo wraps it around to the far corner along the far wall to Brennan Rochefall. Rochefall threw it down, and back come the Maroon team. It's up. Shot around. Looks like that was Nate Murawski with the puck. And out comes Joe Rizzo now. Rizzo into the neutral zone. Gains center ice. Gets it across. Will Clark. Or Williams. Back to the circle. Bassett around the net. Back. And take a tumble. That's taken there by Frankie Williamson as he gets it out to the neutral zone. And taken there by Logan Wolf just out of his reach. And big hit there by Wolf as Wolf takes and he'll throw it to the far corner. Joined on commentary by head coach Doug Wickstrom. Doug, how are you doing?
I am wonderful right now, John. So excited to be back. What I thought would be a long summer was actually a very short one with everything we need to do. It's just we're so excited. It's going to be a great year. Yeah, if you look at number 3 in gold here, that's Josh Bassett. He made the trek all the way from L.A. playing for the Junior Kings, one of our new guys. Be interesting to see how he adapts to the Midwest game.
Puck drop one and controlled by the Maroon team. I do want to take this time to send thoughts and prayers out to the Gaudreau family. We lost Johnny and Matt Gaudreau over the week, and that's a big loss to the hockey community.
Just senseless. I mean, there's just not much more you can say. It's just thoughts and prayers to the family. And I know Monday that a lot of teams from the NHL are sending their full squads out there with on the team charters for the funeral. So it should be just gonna be a tragic thing.
Beloved by the whole hockey community. Also, and a score. I think that was Murawski right there. Trying to figure out the practice squad jerseys. That looks like Frankie got the goal.
Williamson on the tip from Kotsalitis.
So, yeah, Williamson, Frankie came into his own last year as the captain, put up career numbers, and him and Will Clark, it's going to be a joy to have them on the ice again this year.
Yeah, we've got 3 strong lines this year, which is, as you well know, it's something we didn't have the option last year or the pleasure of having. So it's going to be very interesting this year to see where we're at. Take a look at 15 in gold to Torrin Campbell. He's from outside Nashville and played for the Junior Predators last year. Another great recruit we have. I look for big things from him this year.
Shot on. Stop there by Cole Ashley, another freshman goalie. We have 3 freshman goalies on the team, or 2 freshman goalies, and then Aiden Reamer and Dylan Niermeyer are the returners. What have you seen from the goalies in practice so far?
The level of compete. They know there's, they come to me and say they want to dress 3, so that means one doesn't dress during the, and so it's just it sets up a good level of competition, but also a good level of camaraderie. With our new goalie coach who's over on the Maroon bench right now, Dean Buckholz, I look for just a great year from our goalies. Everything this year has really come together.
Rizzo from the circle and a save by Cole Ashley off the blocker. And I know you were telling me about Tyler Schroeder and you were really excited about him. What about Cole Ashley as a freshman? What does he bring? And what do you expect from him this year?
Cole's a big goalie. He brings a level of compete, a level of work ethic, and coming from the Lansing Junior Spartans last year, he's not playing high school. He really had to prove it in a travel league and going 50 to 60 games instead of 30. So he's brought that level of compete here, and I look forward to him working hard to really push, for a starting role.
Here's Logan Wolf now. Logan Wolf, he really took on that pest role when he came to us last year.
He
had
relished.
A lot of teams not like him.
Yeah, I hear it on the bench, what they call him. It's not printable. Let's just put it that way.
As the puck goes up into the net. I swear Martin Ice Arena's had more pucks in the rafters and the netting up top than it has in the actual nets.
Yeah, it's with the low ceiling, you're going to get that. So it's one of those rinks where it's a little tough to do a flip pass or a flop pass. You just don't have the room.
For those a little curious why we're on CCHN this year, we have moved back over. So for the first time since 2018, D2 will be full-time on CCHN. I do want to send a thank you out to Andy and Black Dog for the last 3 years. They were great with our broadcasts. But we're excited to take this new journey with CCHN and be back full-time.
Yeah, I'm happy to have it in-house. Us, i.e. the university being one of the best broadcasting schools in the nation, should be able to broadcast all their sports. And I'm just happy to be back on here and to promote a sense of unity with all three teams, which is something I think has been lacking the last couple of years.
Just out of the reach of Brendan Rossfall as it goes to the back wall. Rossfall around the net, gets it back to the point. Pass across. Here's Bassett now. Josh Bassett lost it, and out comes Brendan Bajus as he lost it to Rizzo, and Rizzo will take it in his own zone and set up. Joe Rizzo now being harassed there by Brendan Bajus, and Rizzo still being harassed by Brendan Bajus, and he'll get it into the offensive zone. Rizzo shot on, hit the glass, and it goes to the far wall. Now back, intercepted Logan Wolf, and he can't get it out of the zone, taken there by Joe Rizzo. Rizzo across. Kazu.
It's a nice play by Jake Witten to thwart that 2-on-0.
Gets it across Williamson now. Williamson, offensive zone. Lost it there, got it back, shot on, score! Frankie Williamson, and it's 2-0 for the Maroon team. Nice play there, nice job breaking into the offensive zone. And we saw that a lot from Frankie Williamson last year.
Frankie was one of our leading point getters, and it's good to see him picking up where he left off. Gold team just got to get used to playing together. Teams were made, kind of as even as we could make them, and I look forward to this game being a little. It's not going to be a 2-0 for long. Let's just put it that way.
I noticed you didn't put all the Kappa boys on one team. Stop
no,
by Cole Ashley.
Those guys welcome competition between each other because they are some of the most competitive guys I've ever seen.
Losi got it over to Jake Witten. Jake Witten will have him for a full year this year. I love watching Witten play. Witt will stand people up in the defensive zone, and I think he frustrates other teams too.
Witt's just he's a throwback to the prototypical old school days of playing defense. The hip check, the angle, just being able to gap up and hold his gap as well as he does. It's a lot of things you don't see in some of the newer defense where they're much more offensive based and much more skill based. Where he's more into the old school. It's like keep the puck out of the net. I don't care how many goals I score.
There's another big save by Cole Ashley, and then out to the neutral zone and taken there by the Maroon team.
Dario Banazzi.
And out and taken there by, looks like Jake Witten.
That's to Carter Schluckbeyer. That's another one of our new, actually he's a 21-year-old freshman, fresh out of juniors with the Motor City Gamblers. Carter was their captain. I look for huge things from him. He's already stepped up to a leadership role on the club.
Doug's going to have to help me with practice jerseys because I forgot we didn't even have our jerseys.
Yeah, unfortunately, it just got shipped. They shipped out today.
It's better than a certain uniform company we've used in the past where they've been there with the 4th or 5th game.
Yeah, no, they'll be here. Jog did a very good job with us this year. Really, really, very, very, very accommodating to our needs.
Rizzo threw it up to Beckman. Clark there with the puck, and he'll lose it there. Now here comes the Maroon team up the ice. That's Katsalides. Katsalides moves in. Shot on, stop there
That's Reamer.
by Aiden Reamer, and then gets it across. Here comes the goal team now.
Schleckbeer over to Beckman.
And here's Beckman now. Beckman lost it. Frankie Williamson can't get it out, and now it goes out to the neutral zone for Joe Rizzo. Now gets it across. Back over to Joe Rizzo. Rizzo now moves it up the ice. And then taken by the Maroon team. Shot on, stopped by Aiden Reamer. That was Logan Wolf there with a shot. And the puck is behind the net. And then taken by Joe Rizzo. Rizzo behind the net to set up. Rizzo gets it ahead. Intercepted Frankie Williamson. Williamson trying to throw it in front. Nobody home for the Maroon team. And then Logan Wolf there along the far wall.
Yeah, and you saw Wolfie battling along the far wall there with his freshman doppelganger, Indio Casaju. And so it should be interesting to see how Indio irritates people too, because that was his role back in high school at Kentwood High School.
Here's Cam Willie now. Gets it up to Brennan Bejes. Bejes moves into the circle. Still trying to get in. And nobody gains control of it. Now taken by Rochfall, and they'll throw it ahead. And then taken there by Gabe Benford. Benford was our Rookie of the Year last year, and honestly, I don't think it was any contest the way that Gabe played last year. He stepped into the role in that Michigan game, and he didn't look back.
No, he's and we look for bigger and better things even this year, and he knows that his role is going to increase. His minutes are going to increase. You know, he's definitely top 4 now as one of our defensemen. So he's going to be playing solid minutes.
It's like Josh Romine, and then intercepted by the gold team.
Yeah, here comes Torrin Kemble.
Torrin Kemble moves in, circle, pass across. Oh, just out of the reach of Brendan Rochfall, but it stays in the zone. Kemble now gets it over to Rochfall. Rochfall behind the net. Now goes again behind the net, goes here in the near corner. Josh Romine now gets it up the ice, and then up to
that was up to Gabe Franzen, Rocky.
Franzen. And then still trying to some numbers here. And it goes intercepted by Gold, and that is Brendan Rochfall who gets it across, and then intercepted by the Maroon team. That's Katsalides. And the puck goes all the way down in the Maroon zone. It's taken there. Up and just out of the reach of Logan Wolf. You know, Logan Wolf, we talked about him and Frankie Williamson. They were key in a big comeback last year that ultimately fell short with UW Milwaukee, but ultimately them trying to pull us back into that game. I think that's where the season really turned last year.
Yeah, you saw the guys grow together. You know, even though we lost in overtime, you saw us come back from being down 4-1 and being able to make things happen.
Held on to by Cole Ashley. I expect really big things from this team this year. You know, last year obviously didn't start the way we had wanted, but I think it kind of started the way we expected it with our roster. But we got a bigger roster as the season went on, and that second half of the season I think is really going to propel this team into this year.
Oh yeah, you can see them already starting to gel and starting to grow. We're in our now. We had 2 practices last week, 4 the week before, so we're in 6 practices in. This is our scrimmage. We've got 6 more for our first game against Oakland.
Bassett lost it and goes into the neutral zone and all the way down.
Carter Schleckbeer.
Schleckbeer will take it for the gold team and leave it over for, it looks like Joe Rizzo. And then intercepted Bejes. Bejes moves in, shot.
Huge save.
Did not go in. Aiden Reamer with the save. Baja had a wide open net there for a second. I think I will say a whole season of the Kappa boys this year is going to be huge for this team. And I think they've really bought in. Last year was their first year back in a couple years. And I think they really gelled with the team.
Yeah, they did. One thing, I think they needed reassurance, and we had a long talk after the season last year. The Rizzo and Rockfall and Bages and I, and they wanted my assurances of how I was going to recruit and where we were going with it. And as you can see, I said, guys, we're going to be a lot more competitive.
Ooh.
Oh.
There's a big play there.
That's Indio right there. You keep an eye on this guy. He'll be number 72 during the regular season. Little guy, I've watched him since he was a freshman, and he was probably 4'11" out there playing against giants, and he never backed down, and he always got up, and that's one reason why he's here.
Here comes the goal team now. Clark, shot on, big save, Cole Ashley. Another save by Cole Ashley, and it goes to the near wall. You know what, so far I've been impressed by Cole Ashley so far pitching the shutout, and as he holds on to the puck. Last year, goaltending was a thing that, even with a small roster, goaltending was a thing that kind of sometimes would bite us in the behind. Sometimes they'd get a lot of help, and it wouldn't be, and then they would stand on their head.
It came down to, roster size, and as a lot of teams would just put pressure on the defense, it came to the point we started giving up shots. And when you're giving up 50, 60 shots a game,
Wolfie scores! Flying down the ice, and it's 3-0 Maroon team. And we saw that speed last year from Wolf. A full season of him is going to be exciting.
Yeah, the kid in the red helmet. That was what. And there was usually an F-bomb between the kid and the kid. He just continues. We're going to miss him. He graduates this year. He's also a resident assistant in campus life. So he just does it all right. Great kid to coach. I'm very pleased to have him, proud to coach him.
Now Bages in the far corner, and he'll lose it there.
I don't know if Coach Britt's going to want to have to call timeout here. She might have to settle the boys down.
And the goal team dumped in, and that looks like that'll be taken there by Katsoulides. And out comes the Maroon team and throws it out to the neutral zone. Now Joe Rizzo gets it across. Up the ice and taken by the Maroon team as it's poked ahead. I think that was Cam Willey who poked it ahead. And it goes into the far corner where it's taken there by Rochefort, but he couldn't handle the puck. Here's Bages now. Gives it up Frankie Williamson. Williamson with the puck in the neutral zone and taken by Bages. Bages across the line of the offensive zone. He can't get around Joe Rizzo, and out comes the goal team. Rizzo now in his own zone, setting up the offense. Now up to Rochefort now. Rochefort gains the offensive zone. Rochefort moves in. Circle. Pass across. Shot. Stopped by Cole Ashley.
For a freshman to put on a performance like this in the first period, he's made 3 or 4 big saves.
That was a great chance for the goal team to kind of climb into this.
They've been moving the puck. That's a good goaltending. Dylan Niermeyer will be coming in. I think depends how Ethan had it, but I think they're going halvesies. So it'll be interesting to see.
Shot on, stopped by Cole Ashley again. And the puck goes to the near corner. They're taken there by Beckman, gets it over to Clark. Tried to get one back to Beckman, and out comes Maroon now. Lost there. Wolf couldn't gain it. Here's Will Clark now. And, last year I was really impressed with Will Clark. His sophomore year did not end the way he wanted to with the injury. And last year he put a full body of work. He was hitting guys, and he was putting pucks in net. He was one of the goal scorers at UW Milwaukee to climb back into that game.
Clarkie, he's another one I expect a huge year from. He's a senior. He provides leadership, size, and a little bit of grit. He will not back down. He plays the game the right way, and he's a great kid off the ice.
Yeah, him and Frankie Williamson were neck and neck for the scoring title last year and goals, and Frankie edged out Will Clark in the outdoor game. And puck goes to the near wall, and that'll do it for the first period. It is 3-0 Maroon.
We are not cutting. We are going to cut between the second and third period.
And we will be right back. stretching it as far as I can. There, this way. Yep, good. Second period action here as the puck drop is won and controlled by the Maroon team. Up 3-0 over the Gold as it's taken there by Katsalidis. Katsalidis gets it up, intercepted by the Gold team as they throw it down. And it's played there by Cole Ashley, but taken by Gold. Just off the stick of Aiden Beckman now. Puck along the far walls. Rizzo lost it. Here comes the Maroon team. Looks like Gabe Benford across into the offensive zone. He'll lose it. Pass across to Morawski and off the stick. Morawski shot on and into the netting, and that will get a stoppage play. The one good thing about being on CCHN this year, I will not be talking to myself for a majority of the games. As the puck drop will be to the right of Aiden Reamer.
Maybe we should interview this game.
What?
Puck drop won and controlled by Maroon. Williamson.
We will between second and third period.
They come in the zone that was Torin Kemble, and then dumped down by Bassett. Now it's taken there by Cam Willie. Willie now. Left on for Benazzi. And taken by Brennan Bejes. I know Dylan was working on something with Taco Bell that every time if Baja scored, they're trying to get a free coupon for a Baja Blast. I would be down for that. So that means every time he scores, I gotta say it's a Baja Blast.
I'd be down for it just so I wouldn't mind getting a free hot. There we go.
Frankie Williamson again. What a pass out in front, and the Maroon team is up 4-0. Ethan's got to be loving this. Is there a wager with this game?
I don't know what the coaches did because I let them make their own lineups. We had practice yesterday and we basically put everything in how they wanted to go. I know Britt's like in a big grudge match with this. Gold, you're missing one. So we should see. I mean, having two new assistants. Dean's sitting there working. He's basically working with both goalies. I think he's going to move halfway through the game on the other side. But it's wonderful to have Brittany Knopp with us.
Former D2 coach.
Former D2 coach, NCAA college player, first female high school coach in Michigan State high school history. There's not a thing she hasn't done for the game of hockey, and she's an asset.
Clark back to Witten at the point. Witten shot on. And it went into the netting. And that'll be a stoppage of play. You know what, Coach, I tell you, I'm really impressed with Cole Ashley so far in this game. I know last year we only had the two goalies, so Joel and Dylan were playing every single game. It's nice to have breaks for them this year.
Cole, like I said, he has worked hard. We were really reluctant to take four goalies, but we are so happy that we did, just because of the fact Dylan's going to do a fifth year, hopefully. Depends, but he has said fifth year. So that means we'll be going for 2 years. But then Reams will be a senior, and we'll be back to a three goalie rotation. So it'll be interesting.
As it's intercepted there by Losi and shot on, and that'll be stopped by, again, Cole Ashley. Just to let everybody know, the first game of the season will be, I think it's the 20th at Oakland, or is it 21st is at Northwood?
Yep. First game is 20th at Oakland at Onyx Arena in Rochester, and then we come back and play Midland against Northwood University, which I expect a ton of CMU faithful to be there.
Williamson. Oh, he couldn't get across. Pass in front, and it's poked away by Reamer. Logan Wolf had a chance, and out comes Will Clark for the goal team. Clark gets it over Aiden Reamer, and then it goes to the back wall, and that'll be taken there by Benford. Benford got it over. That's Katsalidis. Yes, so we will have the Battle of M20 for D2 for, I think, the first time in, I don't know if, I'm pretty sure they played Northwood at times, but
It's been a while when I was doing the schedule, and we'll put it this way: it had been before we went to Optimix for our website because they did not pop up. I had to actually manually add them as a team. But I'm glad to get these rivalries back with Saginaw Valley and Northwood. Also playing some of the MAC teams and playing especially Western. That's a huge one. Is to
Yeah.
get that back in. We've got to have that rivalry.
there's a couple of games that, personally I'm looking forward to this year. I asked the boys, the captains in the interview, what they're looking for. They said Western. I'm looking forward to Adrian. I feel like Adrian has given the boys some bulletin material by scheduling them for their senior night. And I think that it feels like Adrian feels like they're going to come in and roll us for their senior night. I feel like that's why we were scheduled for their senior night.
They're gonna. I think they'll come in with they'll have us come in with, and they'll have an attitude. We're Adrian, we're better than you, and we know it. But it's our guys aren't going to think that way. Our guys are going to show up, and we're going to be on time. So.
And there's Benford, who got it up to Williamson. Williamson now on the far wall, intercepted there, Rochefall. Rochefall falls down, and it goes to the back wall. And that will be a penalty, a tripping call on Frankie Williamson. So we will get our first power play of the Maroon and Gold game.
It's actually a good penalty to take. Frankie had to take that penalty, or Rocket walks in there and probably scores.
Talk about the special teams from last year. What have we done? Because, last year penalty kill wasn't terrible, but the power play, a lot of shorthanded goals. What do we do this year to kind of fix that?
Added personnel, number one, but concentrated when we were recruiting is the type of player that's gonna be able to pressure the puck. You're gonna look at Indio, somebody like that. You got Wolf that's out there that's gonna be able to put pressure on the power play, on the power play group. You've got Riley Joyce, our Canadian friend, who's gonna be out there and plays it the right way. He plays the position just positionally flawlessly. So it's very rare when he screws up on the PK. So you're just going to see a
big save there, Cole Ashley. Sorry, coach.
Oh, no, that's okay. You're just going to see a big change in what we've had before. We ran over the power play a little bit on Thursday, and they were just snapping it around. So unfortunately, the unit's not together. They're split up today, but you just sit back and enjoy the show when they're ready to go, because these guys are doing some different things. Ethan's got the buzzing.
Rochefall shot on. Oh, nice block there by Cam Willie off his stick.
I think Coach Allward brought the Maroon team ready to play, and they're missing one of their stud defensemen. He's actually with the football team in Boca Raton today for the CMU FIU game down there.
I'm gonna ask. I mean, D3 gets to travel to Florida every other year. When's our big road trip down to Florida?
It's something that we'll entertain with the planned move in the ACHA. It'll be something to see. Schluckmeyer with a nice shot there. It's a good save by Ashley.
And cleared on out. So the power play for Gold, they've accumulated a couple shots, but they have not gotten through Cole Ashley yet. You mentioned the move up. Florida Gulf Coast, I've watched their D3 team, and I've seen what their D2 team has done. Very good hockey clubs down there. And I think we're playing some pretty good teams this year. Obviously with Adrian and Sue and West Virginia, and we get to play Cincinnati and Toledo this year. It's going to be a tough schedule, and I think they're ready.
Well, and that's what we wanted. That was one of the things, you speak about talking to the Kappa boys. They want to be challenged. They didn't want to come back in and, the same old CMU crap that with that kind of our, I don't want to say it's kind of, our MO, but I would say it's our MO. And that That's been fixed. There's Joel. Make sure you interview Joel Drucker. Mr. Drucker, because he's a teacher now in Roseville, just graduated from CMU with a degree in education.
Rizzo pass across. Shot on. Another save by Cole Ashley. That was a shot from number 5 on the Maroon team. As Morawski is 5 on goal as he falls down. And the puck goes into the near corner. Puck around into the netting, and we'll get a stoppage of play. You know, the one thing that I liked about this team last year, it was a tough year. We had sometimes a low of 6 guys, sometimes a max of 16, 17. But when they, especially with the Kappa boys, they stood up for their team, and it was really good to see. As the puck dropped to the left of Cole Ashley.
Joel Drucker is here in the booth with us. We're going to do a little interview with him here between periods.
Actually, fun fact, here's your stat of the night. Dylan Niermeyer and Joel Drucker, the only shutouts for CMU D2 club hockey in the last 4 years. Joel's, and I'm pretty sure they both came against Northern. I think Dylan shut out Northern his freshman year, and then Joel shut them out last year on senior night, which was a heck of a performance by him. And thrown down into the neutral zone, and then back on down into the Maroon zone. Well, they'll set up. Gets it across. And intercepted there by Rochefall. Rochefall throws one ahead, and Ashley blockered away. And here comes Maroon now. That was Benazzi who tried getting out, and it's kept in. Here's Rochefall now. Rochefall pass across, shot on score! There's Will Clark doing some celebration that whatever Clark does sometimes.
It's not the gritty, that's the gratty. That was not good. We'll get him with a better celly. I'm sure the boys will be giving him a hard time later on.
It looked like that player from the Capitals. Now his name is
Kucherov doing the bird.
Not Kucherov. Man, now I can't remember. It looked like half of that and half of something else. As the puck goes to center ice.
And we have a goalie change in that. Tyler Schroeder, one of our heralded freshmen, has come in, as has Dylan Niermeyer.
And pass across, and now taken by Gold. Now here's Rizzo now. Rizzo shot on, didn't get through. And then taken there by Josh Bassett. Shot on, and they score again.
Torrin Kemble.
And Kemble gets one, and it's 4-2.
One of our touted freshmen. So the gold I knew were going to come back. Cole was standing on his head basically.
I think the cool thing about Schroeder is I'm a big Notre Dame football fan, and he came from Saline. Notre Dame just got C.J. Carr last year as one of their recruits.
Oh, and he's a huge U of M fan too.
Oh, that'll be a fun conversation.
Yeah, they don't play each other till 32. So football-wise, I mean, they play each other 4 times every year in hockey.
Here's Rizzo now. I actually was trying to, because we're looking for that game to replace Roosevelt. I was thinking about contacting Notre Dame because they're close, but I don't know how many D3 games we want on the schedule. So.
I was looking and I found Fair. I'm gonna reach out to Ferris because that could give us November 7th and 8th, just so we don't have that week that month off.
Actually, and Ferris and CMU used to play. I'm pretty sure Ferris used to play both teams, but Ferris was a D2 team. They dropped down to D3.
Yeah.
Haven't had the greatest luck as of late, but neither has our D2 team until this year, I think. Shot on stop there. By Schroeder. Niermeyer makes
no.
it.
Schroeder's in gold. Niermeyer, yeah. Dylan's in maroon.
And taken there behind the net by Cam Willie as he got it up, and then intercepted there by Dylan Losey, one of our freshman players, and it goes into the back wall. And Logan Wolf is always down on the ice, and there he goes. Wolf got it, almost lost it, and he does lose it, and out comes goal.
Yeah, for hockey purists, and I know we're on the radio or audio only today, but to see this live, what Jake Witten just did there to thwart pretty much a breakaway and a one-on-one. All he did was just basically bother right at the hands, like defensemen in the old days were taught, to bother the stick a little bit of the puck here, and that's what he did, and it cost Wolf to cough up the puck.
Stoppage play. And that's, we talked about it earlier. That's what Witt does. Witt is very sound defensively in the defensive zone, and he will stand guys up. He doesn't care if you're bigger than him. He'll stand you up.
No, it's all about leverage with him.
Very physical defenseman, which I feel like that's what a majority of defensemen should be, is physical.
Another senior we have, nursing major, going to be one of the first graduates of the new nursing program we have here, and it's going to be very impressive when he does. I mean, as the player to my left, who's graduated education as an education major, and now a teacher in Roseville. It's just proud to see these guys when they graduate to see what they did.
Puck in, and then not out yet. And that's taken there. That was Benazzi. Shot on.
As Indio working hard again, just all around the puck. The kid is always there.
Shot on. Save there. That was Schroeder with the stop, and here comes Gold now.
Here comes Indio.
Pass across. I couldn't tell if that was a pass or a shot, but it goes into the near corner. And then a takedown there in the near corner as they battle for the puck and then threw it around behind Niermeyer along the far wall. Puck goes in the neutral zone. Rizzo trying to get there and then thrown ahead. Taken by Gold. Up to Beckman now. Here's Aiden Beckman. Neutral zone. Gains the offensive zone. Aiden Beckman. Circle. He'll wrap it around behind the net behind Niermeyer. And Maroon tried to get it out. And then taken. There's Logan Wolf with the move. Gains the offensive zone. Wolf shot on save. Tyler Schroeder with a huge save.
Schroeder just came out and challenged him. Just came out of the crease and made him say, okay, pick a spot. Tyler's, not a huge goalie, but he does enough to fill the corners. So when he gets out there, he did a great job where Wolfie really had no shot. Just basically put it right in the shooter-tutor.
From a broadcasting standpoint last year, it seems like when we had our opportunities, especially against teams like UW Milwaukee and Northern, when we did shoot it, it's like sometimes we weren't picking spots. We were throwing it right into the pads. And Gold in the zone. And then goes into the far wall. And then a hit there.
Rizzo into Rockfall. That was Bajas?
Yeah, Bajas on Rochefall, and then taken there by five. And puck in behind the net. Taken there by Rizzo. Rizzo and the Gold team down 2. Cross. And that's Nate Morawski with the puck, and he'll lose it, and Bajas will take it for the Maroon team. Bajas up the ice to Frankie Williamson now. Williamson lost the puck there to Rizzo, and then battle for there. Bajas trying to get it back from Rizzo. The Kappa boys must love playing against each other too. There's got to be some sort of.
They're some of the most competitive guys. I mean, even outside of the rink. I mean, talking with them and playing cards or on the bus or anything, they really do compete with each other. But they're brothers. They're inseparable, all 4 of them.
You could definitely tell last year, especially we've had that game with UW Milwaukee where everything seemed to just fall apart for the officials, and anytime one of them gets touched, then the other 3 are right there.
Yeah. Well, there's a little bit this year. There's going to be some other players in the team that will be able to stand up for him, and won't allow that. Some of the picking, or the just.
As Kembo just throws it to the far wall and then passed it to himself. Far circle, and shot just went wide. And there's Will Clark now. Clark throws one back, and Kembo can't hold on, and it'll go all the way down into the Gold zone. And the other thing that I really love about our at least our team is, even the last 3 years, you touch our goalie, you're going to have the entire squad surrounding you.
Oh, yeah, that's been that way for a while. It's my attitude. It's kind of what when we got here, Ethan and I, and now with Britt and Dean, that our attitude is we're not gonna back down, and we're not you just don't it's kind of you mess with one of us, you got us all. It's kind of that mentality. That's how they are.
Ooh, good play there by Josh Romine.
And we're not going to be a dirty team. We play with respect and respect the game, respect officials.
I will say, last year as puck goes out into the crowd, as Frankie takes a hand from Will Clark, I knew nothing about what was going on last year until I showed up to one of our first prospect skates and I, met you. I'll tell you right now, for the first time in 7 years, it feels like the culture on D2 has finally changed back to the way it was in the old days. Everybody has bought into your system, and it's great to see because it's been a long time. D2 was away for a while, and since they came back, they've struggled to find their way, and I think they've finally found it.
Well, I just made them believe. That's all. I mean, it's up to them and how they want to act, and they've done nothing but, I can't say anything but good thing. I mean, with these guys, like I tell everybody, they say how's the season going? I say, well, I inherited every year I inherit 20 to 26 new sons, and that's kind of the way I treat them. I treat them like adults.
Here's Wolf again. Wolf offensive zone and made a movie, scores! Logan Wolf. He had Schroeder going one way, came back the other and put it behind him for a 5-2 Maroon lead.
Yeah, that's right there. I see one of our freshmen got caught puck watching, which is going to happen. I mean, you're going to make mistakes, and and it left Witt, who was holding the line, kind of out to dry. So we'll get back at it. It's just one of those things. Gold, the guy.
And I see a smile on one of the faces, one of our captains, Nate Morawski. It was terrible seeing him go down last year, and
oh yeah,
he's got to be loving coming out back on the ice. Riley Joyce too.
Oh yeah, they're both ecstatic to be back, and they're both roommates. Shocker. Special guest coming up, Joel Drucker, hockey alum, and John will have him with you right after this message.
Back here for third period action. Maroon leading Gold 5-2. I was just informed that Britt was giving a nice talk to Gold while Maroon was enjoying themselves as the puck drop is won by Gold. Back over. That looks like Jake Witten now with the puck. Witten gets it up just out of the reach of Will Clark, and it's taken there by Dylan Niermeyer. Got it up to Frankie Williamson now. Williamson lost it. Back to Will Clark now. And Gold. Clark now in his own zone. Shot on. Stopped by Tyler Schroeder. That was Logan Wolf there. As I am joined on color now by Joel Drucker, goaltender from last year. Joel, how you doing today?
Well, it's good to be back in Mount Pleasant, that's for sure.
Cold in this rink, and we're not even in the winter yet. I cannot wait for those November games when the Zamboni door is wide open.
Well, it's always cold in here. It's Martin Ice Arena.
Coldest rink I've ever been in, by far. Aside from outdoor rinks, but that shouldn't be this cold in here. As the puck drop is going to be to the right of Tyler Schroeder. You just got here. What have you seen from the goalies so far?
So I arrived about halfway through the first period, so I haven't seen much, but I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. Sometimes the goalies didn't get tested very often for a long stretch of time, but when they did get tested, they rose to the occasion. I mean, 2 new goalies on the roster, so there's going to be some growing pains, but that's expected of any rookie.
I thought Cole Ashley did a fantastic job. And the thing about that is the one name I heard over the offseason for freshmen was Tyler Schroeder. Cole Ashley just put himself in that conversation. Shot on. Oh, it hit the post right off of Niermeyer.
That was the exact same spot that one shot hit off the post in the Northern game.
Shot, and he scores! Oh. Joe Rizzo, and it's 5-3. Well, I think that talk from Brittany might have gotten through to the...
Yeah, I mean, I walked in pretty much right in the middle of that, but I mean...
If that doesn't tell you her and Ethan have some sort of bet in this game...
Oh, for sure.
Puck goes to center. It's nice to have Britt back with D2 for practices and some home games. It's good to have a full coaching staff this year and a goalie coach.
Yeah. So I don't know if you know this actually, but Britt was one of the first people to actually scout me and bring me to Division II and bring me to Central Michigan my freshman year. It was her and her father, Brian Knopp, during the Knopp years. It was the last of the Knopp recruits.
Yep, and then we went on to our former coach, and then now with Doug Wickstrom. And I told Doug during our broadcast, it's been 7 years since this team has come back, and it feels like the culture is finally changed in the direction that we want it to go.
Exactly. I mean, from my freshman year to now, this is a completely different team. I remember that COVID year was... everyone was kind of down on our luck. We were demoralized from not being able to play.
Oh!
Fast forward to now, look where we are.
And puck will go all the way down to the goal end, and that will be an icing on the Maroon team. So 5-2, a chance, or 5-3. The scoreboard in Martin has not been changed. Offensive zone face-off for the Gold team. Here is a chance for Gold to get down or get back to within 1, and you have the guys on the ice to do it. You got Joe Rizzo, who's out there waiting for a one-timer. Is intercepted by Frankie Williamson now. Williamson's got Logan Wolf on the other side. Williamson, far wall. Throws one across to Wolf. It was sticked and then taken by Joe Rizzo. Rizzo now behind the net. Goes up right up the middle and then tipped away, and here comes Gold again. Big move there, and Williamson there to stick it away.
That line of Wolf, Williamson, and Bagis is very dangerous from what I've seen so far. I mean, I came in, one of the first goals I saw from my time here at least was from their line.
Uh-oh. Here's Rochefald giving chase, and it's taken there by Gold, and that was Josh Bassett who couldn't gain control of the puck, and it's along the far corner now. Throws it up the ice.
Great poke check by Niermeyer out there to get that away from a potential breakaway.
That's one thing that he's really good at. Will Clark now, circle. Moves in, shot on, and it
Snug
counts.
5-hole.
That is 5-4 is Will Clark, and now the goal team, they are within 1. So Britt Knopp's message has gotten through to the goal team, and now it is a 1-goal game here in the third period.
Well, lots of offense today, and that's usually a pretty exciting night for everyone involved, except the goalies.
Yeah, it's good to see goals this year, especially with the way some of our games were last year. Not our fault, mind you, but it's good to see 9 goals on the board from both teams.
9 goals in about half a game.
And it goes into the far wall, taken there by the Maroon team, then intercepted by Will Clark. Will Clark battling there, then goes along the far wall now. Clark trying to throw it in front, nobody home. And here comes Cam Willie now. Willie across the ice. That's Riley Joyce, and puck taken there by the goal team. That was Dylan Losey, then lost it. Torrin Kemble trying to gain control of the puck, and then out to center ice. Giving chase is, looks like Dario,
Look
and
at
he'll
the
follow
speed
the
of
ice.
Wolfie right there.
All right,
Look at that speed from
Wolfie just had a breakaway goal that was really impressive. Made Schroeder go one way, and he went right back the other way and put it in the net. Now puck goes to the neutral zone. Here's Jake Witten now in his own zone. He'll set up the offense with the goal team down 5-4. Now Joe Rizzo now gains the offensive zone. Rizzo along the far wall in behind the net, and they'll throw it in front just out of the reach as Riley Joyce trying to gain control of the puck, and it's taken back by the goal team.
Now,
Just out of the reach of Dario.
I hate to interrupt you there, but something I've noticed in my time here right now, from about the roughly 1 period span I've watched, we're going into the corners a lot more with this roster. I'm seeing a lot of guys who are really brave enough to go into the trenches and really fight for the puck. I mean, here's another example right here. You're going to see it right around the half wall sinking into the corner. But look at that. You got so many people going into that corner to fight for the puck. And I've been seeing that a lot more from this group of guys compared to last year. It's really great to see that we're bringing that physicality to the game.
Bejas has the puck now in the slot, and then it goes to the far corner. Now on the far wall now. Brennan Bejas. And I do agree. The one thing I liked about this team last year is they, teams may have beaten us.
Uh-oh.
Teams may have beaten us last year, but this team was not going to let other opposing teams thinking they were going to come in and roll us. They fought back. They fought back a lot in those games, and we talked to Doug about it. One of those games was the UW-Milwaukee game. They fought all the way back in that game. And the 2 Northern games up in Marquette, they were in those games. We were in those games, both games. Could have won one in a shootout. So, they fight and they claw back in games, and I'm excited to see what they do here as Frankie Williamson will take it for the Maroon team. Throws it up the ice. I joked last year with Frankie. I looked at him after one of the games. I said, are you switching to goalie now? Because I'm pretty sure you played 60 minutes a game. He said he was close. He said he's about 58. Here comes breakaway. Shut on and stop. Will Clark threw it on. I think it was Frankie Williamson and J-Mo who were on the ice on defense like nearly every shift, and they were inching close to that 60-minute a game goalie mark.
That's what happens when you have a short roster. But, I mean, from last year to now, I mean, look at the roster now.
Stop by Niermeyer. And here's what I'll say, though. Frankie and Jackson Molesky, if they were tired, they tried really hard not to show it. I mean, by the third period, I think everybody was tired from last year, but they did try not to show it. Witten goes to the circle, shot on. Didn't get through. It's Will Clark now along the near corner.
There's another corner battle. Did you see that? Short.
Oh, yeah. Him and Frankie Williamson now up the ice. Here comes the Maroon team. In, Romine. Goes in behind the net. Josh Romine now along the far corner. Romine spins around. He had Cam Willie back at the point, and then taken by the goal team. Now here comes Gold now. Josh Bassett lost the puck, and then Frankie Williamson will take it for Maroon. Up the ice. That's Dario Benazzi. Now puck along the near corner. Battle for along the near wall. Back to the point. Shot on. That was John Katsoulides, and it's held on to by Tyler Schroeder.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from the forwards from today, especially. I know I came in, I'm a goalie guy. I came in, mainly looking at them, but these forwards that we've brought in, they've really stuck out. And they're all going to the corners to make that extra play happen. They're getting the pucks to the front of the net a lot more than we probably did last year, at least from what I'm seeing and what I've experienced with these guys.
And last
it's
year,
a great improvement, and I'm excited for this group.
Last year, a majority of our team was forwards.
Exactly. We only had, I think, for about 3/4 of that year, 3 defensemen.
That's where the Frankie and JMO playing nearly 60 minutes a game came from. But towards the end of the year, we got more defensemen, and this year, I think Coach heavily recruited defensemen more than forwards, because we got forwards as freshmen, but I think defense was one of the things that he was looking for this year when he recruited us.
Absolutely. I helped out a little bit with the recruiting with his team for this year. That's one of the things that, Ethan, Doug, and I all agreed on. It's like defense, defense, defense. That's what we needed. And that's what we came through with. When you have good defense, it gives the forwards a rest. It gives, gives the goalies a chance to work too. Gives the goalies a chance to rest when it's out of the zone. If they can keep it in the other zone for an extended period of time, it keeps everyone else rested. Everyone else able to run like a well-oiled machine.
As John Katsoulides tried to get it in the zone, it's in the neutral zone now for the goal team and battling with Brendan Bejes now intercepted there. Here comes Gold. Shot on! Knocked away by Niermeyer. Puck here along the near wall and then out to the neutral zone. Here's Dylan Losey now. Losey will throw it in. Intercepted there. Gabe Benford gets it across. Back to Gabe Benford. Katsoulides got it back over and now in the neutral zone and just out of the reach of Gabe Benford. And the puck behind the net, taken there by Jake Witten now. Witten got it up to Indio. Now back over to Will Clark. Clark, neutral zone, over to Indio. Indio along the far wall. Back around behind the net. Indio, puck in front, and it's tipped away as Indio will throw it into the back wall. Taken there as that was Katsoulides, who looked like he took a stick up high. And here comes the Maroon team. It's Josh Romine. Romine shot on, sticked away by Tyler Schroeder. Puck along the far wall now, taken by Will Clark. Clark, he'll lose it, and it goes into the circle to the right of Schroeder and out to the neutral zone where Indio will take it, and he'll dump it in around. There's Josh Bassett now along the near wall, battling for there with Cam Willie.
Oh, we got a broken stick there. That's unfortunate.
And then taken, Bassett, pass across. And then out comes Maroon with Josh Romine, and then intercepted there by the goal team. And it goes into the near corner. Moved up the ice. That was Cam Willie who got it up to Brendan Bejes. Across Riley Joyce. Joyce shot on! And it didn't go! It hit the crossbar and did not cross the line. And it puck somehow stayed out and out to the neutral zone for Cam Willie. Williamson now. Got it up to Brendan Bejes. Bejes tried to make a move in the neutral zone, and it's dumped in there by the Maroon team. That was Logan Wolf. Just out of the reach of Will Clark now. Cam Willie with 2:52 to go. 5-4 game here. Here's Gold now. Morowski drops it back off Rizzo. Shot on, didn't get through. Aiden Beckman with a chance now. Shot across, didn't go again. Looked like it hit the wrong side of the netting as the puck held in by Rizzo. Rizzo shot on block. Here's Jake Witten now. Witten pass across. Shot on, and it went wide. Aiden Beckman's shot goes into the netting, and with 2:24 to go, and we will get a stoppage of play, and the puck drop will be in the Maroon zone.
I'm loving the extended periods of pressure that both sides are getting for this. It gives me a lot of hope that the team when it comes to the regular season, they're going to be able to keep that up and keep that pressure mounted on other teams. it's a great sign for things to come for sure.
If you are Coach Knopp, I think she's going to take her timeout now.
We got Ethan taking a timeout, actually.
Oh, Ethan taking.
You can see him doing the motion right there.
If you are Coach Knopp, 2:24 to go, you're down by 1. When do you think about pulling Schroeder here? Probably around the 140 mark, I would assume, as long as you have offensive zone possession.
I always think to pull a goalie whenever you're at least a minute 30.
Unless you're Patrick Waugh, and then you pull him at
Right.
the 10-minute mark.
Yeah. But yeah, minute 30 is when I would think about getting the goalie off. Maybe 2 minutes if it's in there for a while, but
If you're Coach Allward, what are you saying to your guys right now? You have a bunch of pressure on you from the goal team in your own zone. What is Coach saying to his squad?
just settle into your D-zone structure. I mean, the systems are there for a reason. They're designed to help you succeed, whether it's in the O-zone, the D-zone, the neutral zone. Settle into what you've been working on in the D-zone. Settle into what you know. Make sure everyone's on the same page. Execute, get it out, and then from there, pressure them and keep them penned in so that way they can't pull the goalie. Because if they can't get the goalie out, they can't get that 6-on-5 advantage. Just get it down there, keep it down there so the goalie can't get out of the net for that extra skater.
And I think if you're Coach Knopp, you're saying keep on the pressure. As long as you have offensive zone pressure, we can get Schroeder out. But the minute it comes out to the neutral zone, you have to get pucks in deep right now.
Absolutely. I mean, what happens now, it's going to be whoever gets the puck into whatever zone it is, whether it's Gold getting it into Maroon zone or Maroon getting it into Gold zone. That's going to determine what's going to happen for the next few minutes.
Official falls to the ice and dumped in by Losi. Sorry to cut you off there.
Watch Schroeder. Watch Schroeder over there. He's looking ready to go.
Benford.
Probably at the 2-minute mark.
Williamson now. 2:07 to go. 5-4 Maroon. Gets it into the Gold zone. Schroeder can't get out as Williamson takes control of the puck. Gets it over Brendan Bejes. Bejes couldn't get one through and taken by Rochefall. 1:54 to go.
Schroeder can't get out.
Out comes Losi now. Throws one across. Intercepted there, but taken down by the goal team. Over to Rochefall. There goes Schroeder. Rochefall circle. He'll move in behind the net. Brendan Rochefall now with the puck back to the point. Shot on Losi. Blocked away. Puck loose in front. Shot on. Stopped by Niermeyer, and he'll hold on. 1:29 to go.
That's a big save from Niermeyer for sure. Got a guy right in tight on you. Got to just throw your body in front. Hope you get that puck. He got lucky. Puck ran right into him. Covered up that rebound. No problem.
Puck drop going to be to the left of Dylan Niermeyer. As it looks like it is Logan Wolf for the Maroon and Will Clark for Gold as they win it. Rizzo from the circle. Gets it back to the point. Shot on from Bassett. Oh, stopped off by Niermeyer. The puck goes to the near corner. Joe Rizzo now with the puck. Lost it. Held in by the Gold team. Will Clark battling. Shot on by Bassett. Shot stopped by Niermeyer. Puck to the far wall now. 57 seconds to go. Battling for there. Goes in behind the net. Rizzo can't gain control. Then puck goes to the far corner and then taken there by Josh Bassett. And he'll lose it. Gabe Benford gets it up. Here's Josh Romine. Romine moves. Shooting. Scores! And it's 6-4. Josh Romine has just put this game out of reach for the Maroon team. 6-4 with 39.7 to go. That was a bit of a struggle for the goal team in the offensive zone. Nobody could gain possession. Couple good shots, but Maroon able to get it out, and then Josh Romine scoring for the Maroon team to put them up 6-4.
And that all comes from Maroon's aggression when it was the 6-on-5. Did you see that they weren't afraid to send 2 or 3 guys into that corner despite being down a man?
Puck won and controlled by the goal team. Dylan Losi now. 33 seconds to go. Gets it up. Here's Josh Bassett now, the freshman from LA. Bassett passes across, and they score with 25 points. So things get interesting again. 6-5 now. I think that was Bassett to Murawski.
That was Bassett all the way through.
And Schroeder was on the bench. I didn't even notice Schroeder from the net. So 25.3. Gold's got to get a face-off win. 6-5 here in the third. Puck drop, one in control by Maroon. That's Katsalides throws one up and into the Maroon bench. I think Reamer's trying to get Schroeder to come to the bench.
They're going to pull Schroeder again.
Offensive, if you're Coach Knopp, do you take a timeout here?
I mean, with
18.2.
seconds.
Set up, you have an offensive zone face-off, set up a play. Puck drop, one in control by Maroon, but taken by Gold. Losi throws one into the far corner. Taken there. Back behind the net.
Oh,
Shot on, no. Morawski now with 5 seconds. Shot on blocked. Can't get it. Nobody gains control. Now Maroon does, and dumped all the way down, and Maroon takes the 6-5 game here in the Maroon and Gold game. You know what? I'm going to say it right now, the MVP of this game. If we were doing stars today, Cole Ashley and Frankie Williamson probably top 3 there. Cole Ashley pitched a shutout in the first period, played very, very well. And Frankie Williamson, 2 goals for Maroon. And I think that if this is the kind of offense that we're going to see from this team this year, 11 goals in this Maroon and Gold game combined, I think we're in for a good year. And, starting off the season playing 2 D1 opponents with Oakland and then the battle of M20 coming, I think this team is going to be very good this year, and I do agree with Coach Allward. This team will have a winning record this year.
I mean, the future certainly looks bright. I mean, from what I've seen, 11 goals. I mean, shutout in the first from Ashley. I mean, you can't get much better than that from a prospect game like this. Future looks bright for these guys.
I am really excited, and I'm glad to be behind the mic again. It feels – Doug said the summer went by really fast. It felt like it went by really slow for me. All I've been doing is working. I haven't been able to call any hockey, so it's great to be back. It's great to be on CCHN. Shout out to Parker Morrison, who is our technical guy here today, and Reagan Cleaves, who threw together graphics in one night, and Parker, who was our producer here today, did a great job, even though he tells me I've been quiet the entire game. So, and we're joined by another CCHN person here. Joe is the camera guy for D3. Hopefully he can take pictures for us too. Oh, and he runs social media, so he's a man of many hats. And I am a man of one hat, play-by-play for D2. But for Doug Wickstrom, Central Michigan D2 Club Hockey, Joel Drucker, and everybody here at CCHN, I am John Gervasi. We will be back the 20th of September for our road opener, season opener, with Oakland Golden Grizzlies D1 team in Rochester. Fire up chips, and we will see you in 2 weeks.